Watch GM owners completely lose it, and after seeing this, you'll understand why they're done forever. A 2023 GM truck with a blown transmission at 11,000 kilometers in the shop for half of the 2 years it's been owned. A GMC Acadia back at the dealer 5 times in 1 year. A Yukon that got a replacement transmission at 140,000 miles, now failing again at 174,000. And a mechanic explaining exactly why GM transmissions destroy themselves from the factory, and GM never fixed it. Bell subscribe, because GM definitely won't tell you any of this.
If you own a modern Chevy truck or SUV, 2 things kill these transmissions. The factory fluid that's in your car when you get it loves to absorb moisture, glazes the clutch. Second, and this is the big one, the factory thermal bypass valve keeps things running way too hot. The metal parts warp and send bits of shrapnel through your system. So swap your fluid and filter. Get the Mobil 1 Synthetic LV-ATF HP, look for the blue label, an aftermarket thermal bypass valve flip kit to drop your operating temps by 40 degrees. A couple $100 now will save you thousands in the long run. But me personally, this is why I would never own a Chevy.
A mechanic just told you exactly why GM transmissions fail. Not a guess, not an opinion. The factory fluid absorbs moisture and destroys the clutches. The thermal bypass valve runs the system so hot that metal parts warp and send shrapnel through the transmission. The fix exists. It cost a couple $100. GM knows about it. They chose not to fix it at the factory. And the man explaining all of this ended with, "This is why I would never own a Chevy." Pay attention to who just said that. A mechanic. Someone who fixes cars for a living, not buying one.
Look at this right here. 2025 Yukon Denali, my little Super Cruise piece broke off. Now I feel like this piece is kind of made flimsy, and anytime I get an oil change, I feel like whoever gets in and out of my truck grabs it right here to get up in the truck, and that's how it breaks. Now it is under warranty. They are replacing it today. So
anybody else have nothing but problems with their GMC Acadias? Because I'm so over it. I've had this car for a year. It's been to the shop probably 5 times.
$80,000 Yukon Denali. A piece broke off because someone grabbed it to climb in during an oil change. Not a crash, not abuse, a routine oil change. The part is flimsy enough that normal human contact breaks it. It's under warranty, so it gets replaced today until it breaks again next oil change. When a truck costs $80,000 and can't survive an oil change visit without losing part, that's not a warranty issue. That's an engineering decision someone made to save money on plastic.
I'm on the way now because my check engine light came on. It says steering assist, reduce, drive with care. What the fuck does that mean? And then every time that comes on, the engine fan will start to run real loud, and then the temperature of my engine goes down to cold. I cannot figure out what the frick is going on. But the thing with the fan is that it only lasts for 2 days every time it shuts off. Like, it stops after 2 days. Like, I'll leave my car sit or even drive, and it'll just turn off while I'm driving and then fix itself. So I don't know what that could be. I'm on the way to the dealership now. And of course, it stopped, but the engine light's still on, so that means something's going on. I love this car so freaking much. Like, I would get this car over and over again, but why is there so many issues? Like, I've never had so many problems with a car. But I got it last October 2024. It already had the exhaust redone, the electrical to the fuel pump, and I've taken it for this issue with the fan 5 times. Me and my fiance have been so distraught with this car. We were just gonna trade it in and get rid of it. And then as soon as we decided to keep it, all this shit is happening again. Like, what is wrong with cars these days?
5 times in 1 year. Exhaust already replaced. Fuel pump electrical already done. Now the fan runs at full blast while the temperature gauge drops to cold, and then fixes itself after 2 days like nothing happened. She loves this car. She said she'd buy it again. And that's the most frustrating part about all of this. The car is genuinely nice when it works. The problem is it doesn't work consistently enough to trust. A car you love but can't rely on is worse than a car you never wanted, because you keep giving it chances it keeps wasting.
Some of you that don't know, that own a 07 to 2024 Ram, there is a stud and nut on the intake grid heater, you know, your preheater to start it. Don't have glow plugs, obviously. And it deteriorates. And guess where it goes next? Goes right back to number 6, most generally. On top of the piston, you know, bang, bang, pow, pow. Sorry, bang, bang, skeet, skeet. How come one of you motherfuckers didn't tell me I got shit all over my face? So anyway, short story time. This truck was towed in The guy was reading on the internet, had like a little funny engine noise, took his intake off, and here's where we're at. So he ordered the BD kit, did the install, and he goes, Joe, I think it's on top of a piston. So it'd be that time of year in Missouri. Fucking red wasp was after me. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull the valve cover rocker box, pull the injectors out of it, and I'm gonna bore scope and see if we got damage. If we don't have damage, I'm gonna leave it up to the customer. Probably still a good idea. We should probably pull the head. So let me show you what I got. Got the injectors out. I bore scoped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 6 was full of diesel, usually is. Drains the head into that cylinder when you remove the injectors, sucked it out. All right, so I got my bore scope down in 6. We've got carnage. I can't tell if it's rent the cylinder wall. I do see, you see that right there? That's an intake valve, probably from when that stud and nut come through and bent it. And then of course the piston impacted it. All right, so we're gonna contact the customer. Head's gotta come off, obviously. We're gonna look and see if we've got any scoring on the cylinder walls. If we do, we're in trouble. It's engine time. If the cylinder walls look great, cylinder wall, since it's only 6, then we can put a piston, set of rings in it, send the head off to the machine shop, have it gone through, gonna have to have a valve, so on and so forth, coolant bypass kit, service, oil change, coolant flush. Obviously we already have the BD upgrade for the grid heater, and stud the head and send this guy down the road. All right, see you on the next one.
A stud, a small metal stud on the intake grid heater. It deteriorates, falls off, drops directly onto the piston. He bore scope cylinder 6, carnage, bent intake valve, piston impact damage, head coming off, machine shop, coolant flush, oil change, new rings potentially. And here's what makes this worse. This affects 2007 to 2024 Ram diesel truck. Nearly 2 decades of the same known issue. The stud is in the same place. It does the same thing. And Ram owners keep finding out the hard way because nobody warned them at the dealership. This is not a freak accident. This is a design flaw with a 17-year track record.
Hey, while I'm on my lunch, I figured I would share with y'all about my car. So I drive a 2018 Yukon, GMC Yukon, and while I love the Yukon, and I know all the other mamas love the Yukon, I'm gonna let you know at 140,000 miles, I had to get a brand new transmission. Actually, you don't get a brand new one. When you go get another one, they give you like a refurbished one, I guess. I don't know. But it comes with a warranty. It comes with a 3-year warranty. And thank God it does, because now at 174,000 miles, I'm having to take it back to the shop for transmission issues. So I'm just letting you know that you might want to think about that. I'm not saying I wouldn't buy another Yukon, but I might buy a diesel Yukon.
Transmission replaced at 140,000 miles. Refurbished unit. 3-year warranty. Now at 174,000. Same transmission issues. Back to the shop. The replacement transmission lasted 34,000 miles before the same problems came back. And she's grateful for the warranty, which tells you everything. She's not surprised it's failing. She's just relieved she has paperwork that covers it. That's where GM ownership has landed. Not, my truck is reliable. Just, at least the warranty is still valid.
GM, you guys are full of shit, and I don't know what to say to you guys. I'm sure you guys remember this truck, the one that blew a transmission 11,000 kilometers, the one that's been giving me problems since I ever got it, the one that's been in and out of the shop, and I've had it for 2 years, and probably out of 2 years, it's been at the shop for a year. GM responded to my last post saying they're gonna help me, and it's been about almost a year. As you see, I got stuff on my back from crawling under trying to fix it. It's been almost half a year now, and they haven't helped me out. And my warranty's done. And again, I'm dealing with the same problem. The truck is not turning on. It's at 40,000 kilometers. It's unbelievable. It's at 2023. It's brand new. I don't know what to say anymore. GM, you guys are full of shit, and I don't know what to say to you guys. Just a little backstory for people that didn't see the past post. This truck has blown a transmission at 11,000 kilometers under warranty, and it has had multiple issues where it's been in and out of the dealership. I have the representatives saying they cannot do anything, even though they feel for me. I'm very disappointed. I mean, we spent so much money on this truck, and I can't even use it properly. Again, embarrassing. I'm stuck in front of a customer's lot here, so don't know what to do.
Transmission blown at 11,000 kilometers. Brand new truck. In the shop for roughly half the time he's owned it, over 2 years. GM responded to his post publicly saying they'd help. That was almost a year ago. Nothing happened. Warranty expired while they were looking into it. Now at 40,000 kilometers, truck won't start. He's stuck in front of a customer's lot, crawling under it himself, trying to diagnose it. The representative told him they feel for him but can't do anything. They feel for him. The truck cost tens of thousands of dollars. Their response was feelings and silent. He ended with 3 words: GM, you're full of it. Hard to argue with that.
Y'all want to see a milkshake? Made it fresh. Got a 21 beautiful Yukon Denali. And that's what these new trucks can do for you. Make your milkshakes when you get a little parched and hot. Isn't that right, Raphael? You gonna drink it?
I mean, ain't hard enough yet.
That's not hot enough yet. Look at it. It's so irresistible. Man, luxury to its fullest. Extended sunroof, tablets in the back, all factory. You know the saying, what's good to you, but not good for you? This is it. This thing be having so many issues. And I think this one got about 130,000 miles on it. And this one has that awful DOD system that's prone to lifter tech and just failure. And some of them have transmission problems out the wazoo. Oh, it's so cool to play with. This is not a blown head gasket, guys and gals. This is just a damaged oil cooler internally and allow oil to mix with the coolant. That's it. So we're going to replace the whole cooling system, flush everything very thoroughly, and have this truck back on the road to them. Alex, Car Doctor out. See you guys on the next one.
Extended sunroof, rear seat tablet, every luxury feature imaginable. Oil mixing with coolant because the internal oil cooler is damaged. DOD system, the cylinder deactivation GM uses to save fuel, prone to lifter failure in these engines. Transmission problems on top of everything else. He said it himself, what's good to you but not good for you. That's the GM luxury SUV experience in 2026. It looks incredible. The feature list reads like a hotel brochure, and underneath all of it, the same engines, the same transmission, the same thermal bypass valves running too hot and destroying themselves from the inside. The sunroof works great though. Every person in this video bought a GM product because of what GM used to be. The legendary 5.3L, the bulletproof Yukons their parents drove, the trucks that went 300,000 miles without serious issues. That company built a reputation over decades. The current company is spending it, and the owners are the ones paying the bill. Subscribe if you want to keep watching, and tell me in the comment, have you had a GM transmission fail on you? Because based on this video, the comment section is about to be very long.